The Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings are set to take on each other in their first week of preseason action for the 2024 season. And I'm always conflicted with these games, like my Vikings and Raiders going at it. I really don't know how to feel. So, but I think that there's going to be a lot of players that I am watching on the Raiders side that it's going to be interesting. Let's just put it that way. So first off, we're going to go into it here, kind of previewing the game and who we're going to be watching. It starts off with these quarterbacks, Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. Nobody is separating themselves, and it's getting very frustrating. Like, I just want somebody to do their thing, be players, and go after it, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. So definitely something I'm going to be watching and all that. But overall, I think that between these two guys, somebody's got to win, right? And that's another thing, too. If these guys don't ball out, we find ourselves in a position where the Raiders are trading for somebody? It's a possibility. Like, it definitely is. And so I think that Aiden O'Connell, he's going to be the presumptive starter in my opinion. I think he should be given every opportunity and just see what they can do from there. And then also, Gardner Minshew, he's the guy that's coming in. He has got as much experience in this offense as Aiden O'Connell does, But overall, one of these guys needs to separate themselves. And if they don't, this could spell really weird things for the Raiders at the quarterback position. Also, Trey Tucker, because right now, the wide receiver position outside of Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers is kind of wide open, pun intended, because there's going to be a lot of different players that are vying for that last spot. Trey Tucker is going to be one of them. I'm really excited to see what a lot of these other guys do, for that wide receiver 3 spot. And so as far as the wide receiver 3 position goes, there's going to be a lot of guys vying for it. And Trey Tucker is going to be one of those guys. He's been dropping the ball a little bit in training camp, and I think that a strong couple of preseason games gets him back up into good graces with the coaching staff and everything. And honestly, he's a playmaker. 19 catches for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns last year. We really saw a different element to his relationship with Aiden O'Connell as the season wore on. Like, there's no reason that these two should not have a very, very a good, connection as we go throughout the season. And those two guys, I think, are going to be something special. But overall, I think that when you got all these different guys going for that third wide receiver position, I think it's going to be really interesting. You got Keelan Doss, you got McAllister, got DJ Turner, who we've loved for the last couple of years, Jalen Guyton as well. So there's going to be a lot of different guys that are vying for that number 3 wide receiver spot, and I'm going to be excited to see how this whole thing pans out, because you got your number ones and Adams and Myers. Who after that is going to get the ball? That's what it comes down to. After that, it's Brock Bowers for me, because Brock Bowers, obviously, I don't expect him to get a ton of playing time, but I do expect him to get at least a couple targets, really just to see the kind of playmaker he can be, because he's exactly that. He's a playmaker. And so I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and I think he's going to bring a lot to this offense right now, and I think he deserves every opportunity as things really start to go here. Also, Cody Whitehair, I know what a lot of people are going to think here, because he's been the guy that's been really running with the ones with Jackson Powers-Johnson out and everything. But Cody Whitehair is going to get every opportunity to play with this starting offense and do some different things. I think he's that guy. I really want to see how he can just kind of hold down the fort and really, open up running lanes and leave pass protection in place for the Raiders quarterbacks. And so I'm going to be really excited to see what he does, because I think he's got every opportunity to see how this thing goes. Also, the right tackle position. So there's so many different things going here. Theron Munford, DJ Glaze, Dalton Wagner, like there's so many guys deep. There's so many guys deep right now. Like, I just want the best player on the field. That's what I want. I just want the best player to come in and do their thing and go from there. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on the right tackle position as well, as we kind of get ready for this first preseason game. Also, I'm really kind of nervous as far as the DNs go. So to me, it starts with Tyree Wilson. I don't know how much playing time he's going to get here. I doubt guys like Malcolm Kuntz are going to get much of an opportunity. So Tyree Wilson, I expect him to get a little bit of playing time. Janarius Robinson is also another name, that I'm going to be watching. So those two end guys for Wilson, it's going to be a matter of, okay, how many snaps is he going to get? Have we seen any growth? Is he going to be bumped into inside at all? Because obviously the Raiders brought in some guys for this defensive line. Where does he fit in those sub-packages type roles and everything? Janarius Robinson, so basically the guy that played for the Vikings is going to get yet another chance to go back to the Vikings and sack another quarterback like he did Josh Dobbs last year. It's weird, man. But overall, Janarius Robinson is an absolute stud, and I think he deserves every opportunity to go in there and make some plays. Obviously, some of those different guys like Byron Young as well. I think we really want to focus on, and I really want to see him focus on, rather, what his role is going to be with this team. I think it really comes down to what he's going to do for it and just help it grow and all that stuff. As far as the rest of it, linebacker Tommy Eichenberg is going to be somebody too, because I'm not saying, I'm just saying he might squeak out some time as a starting linebacker here for the Raiders. It's possible. Like, it's very possible because he has played very well, and I think he's going to get an opportunity to, get his shot to either play a little bit outside, maybe he plays inside, because Robert Spillane's that guy on the middle. You got Divine Diablo on the other side. Maybe Tommy Eichenberg can squeak in there as that opposing outside linebacker. So definitely going to be something to watch as we get ready for the rest of this preseason and everything. And then after that, I really want to see the rest of these DBs. Everybody's been raving about him. I think that MJ Devonshire as well as Woo Governor, love it, getting a chance in there. But also Jacorian Bennett. A lot of people have been commenting about how he's been stepping up at that cornerback position opposite of Jack Jones. And then DeCameron Richardson, the 4th-round pick out of Mississippi State, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to be really fun to watch. I really just want to see, because the defensive line is set. Obviously, we've got our guys that we're going to be watching, but the defensive line is set. How is this corners and secondary going to look to be able to support it, as well as the linebackers filling those roles? This defense is going to be special. And the last thing really is this offense. Like, what is this thing going to look like? Like, we really have no idea. We know that what this kind of looked like with Justin Fields, with Luke Getsy being in charge of it before. Like, it was kind of a running offense. You kind of spread the ball out to your playmakers. But I want to see what this offense is going to be. It doesn't need to be anything special, but we'll see what Getsy and company come up with. But overall, that's the players and position groups and everything we're going to be keeping an eye out on. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.